nice.
That's cool. I was like, yeah, I was like the first one next. I was next to the fight, so like when they were pushing back and stuff, I was the first one to get hit. Like in terms of, I was behind them. So I was really trying to push myself through the crowd again to get back into the colon.
Me and Josh were slinking off to find some hot tubs to put our feet in. Yeah. There was hot tubs around the place as well.
I think you did that just after, because I came with you. But yeah, I managed to get back through the tunnel. Sorry, tunnel of dread through between the two. And also the tunnel went mental as soon as the everyone was trying to squeeze through. People were trying to not fall into the people talking to the crowd. Parents were dancing on the edge of a pool, with their arms like, whoa, no, and they didn't want to fall in. And you just had like these random girls who obviously had no idea what was going on in the very shallow part of the pool with their shoes off, just dancing around, and there's some guy splashes right in there next to them, and they were like screaming. So dramatic. You'd think somebody pulled out a gun in the middle of the club, because there's girls are screaming like it was horrific, like that horrific. So yeah, I managed to get through. And then sorry.
Like played to the soundtrack of Dead
Mouse.
Mouse.
Played to the soundtrack of Dead Mouse, which I think there was also a couple of remixes of C418, which actually sounded really good.
And they showed our 1.7 trailer on the giant screen.
And they showed our 1.7 trailer. I mean, I assume because they were. I remember they asked for some footage, which I think they probably only used on that screen. But it turns out they just used the trailer stuff, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Because my character was walking around the 1.7 set, which is pretty awesome. Yeah, and then we managed to get through to the VIP lounge, and yeah, and you guys can continue.
There was actually one bit. Do you remember when we were just wandering around the pool for ages, and we saw all these like little sections with seats that were kind of in the pool?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And we just kind of thought. I started sitting down, settling in.
And
it's like, oh, there's free drinks to the sides. This girl comes out. It's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And you guys are kind of walking away.
There was nothing that marked that it wasn't a bit like. There's nothing that said that it was private.
Apart from the fact on the way back, we actually had to cross some sort of rope thing.
Yeah, I did realise the rope. But on the I was stuck with this woman for about 3 seconds. It was literally 3 seconds. I was just standing up. Like, what? She's like, right, I'm calling security. Wow. Didn't give me a chance to stand up, or leave, or even explain. She was mental. Absolute mental case. But yeah, VIP section, area 2. We finally got in there. Didn't we?
We got in there, mate.
And it was much better once we actually got comfortable in a place where we weren't surrounded by like 6 people huddling our bodies.
And that's when I started hitting the Jägermeister and Red Bull hard.
Yeah, you went mental. I mean, there was some free drinks in the VIP area, which is quite nice.
Those were finished pretty quick though.
Yeah, they really did. Yeah, I had a couple of vodka and oranges, which were quite nice. I don't know what measure they were because it was literally Josh was just pouring them like random.
Oh, that's what I did like about it. The measures was generous.
Yeah.
Although, I was
$60.
I'd just taken a load of medicine.
Also, you got a first round and you spent like
I bought us
$60
like a couple of beers and a couple of like vodka cokes, and it cost $65.
That's an example. That's an example of one of those moments where you're at the bar and you're like, "Oh crap, that's how much it is."
Luckily, I had
before you think about it, your cards in that hand.
I withdrew some money, and I was hoping, like, I was withdrawing like a lot at a time to avoid ATM fees, and I was hoping like it would last me a couple of days. And then it came out of the machine; it was just a $100 Benjamin. I was like, oh great.
Have you checked your balance since? I checked mine earlier on. It turned out the breakfasts we had, which we had some really nice
they weren't that expensive, were they?
They were like £11, which weren't too bad.
It wasn't as bad as I was thinking.
But it turned out like that pizza I had in Houston was £8. And I had like 2 slices.
Wow.
Crazy.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Nice. Didn't get charged like for each transaction though, like you thought.
No, it's good.
So boom.
Awesome. What next? Yeah, so we decided to go, me and Ross, because it was about 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. and
I think it was close. I think it was like 2:30, and we were like, it's pretty shattered. Like hardly any of the Minecon people were there now. We thought, so we've already seen Wes Wilson dance in a pole, so we saw him dance in a pole. We thought, you know what? There's nothing that's going to make this.
That's my story, guys. You saved that. That's my one. You talk about your taxi event.
Yeah. So we left, and me and Rumbleforge and Ross got a taxi, sort of,